the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Nixon, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Yeah, let's go 7.
Now again, right side, King. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sawyer, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, Sawyer. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Sawyer's pass, caught by number 10. Touchdown, Baltimore.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Get the ball. Here we go. Showing it.
They'll run on 1st down. Proctor And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Forced out to his left, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was, but he's going to get away with it, because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow, because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The first down pass, intended for number 49, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Ready, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the press, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Sawyer under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback. Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film? I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back. Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it? It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there. Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Nixon. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off play action. Sawyer. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, hut. Now to work. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on third down. Sawyer. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 8 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 6. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. 65. 65. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready. Hard. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Sawyer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, Proctor. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's been a long day for you. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. To throw on 2nd down. Sawyer out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. Go.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watch the screen.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Line 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Ready.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of work.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sawyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sawyer steps away to his left, and he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. King. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Ready? Big right. Check. 55. Come on. Let's go, defense. Man up, defense.
On 3rd and 2, Sawyer flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I got you.
On 4th down, Sawyer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now You're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sawyer. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.
Ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought me looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.